Hi guys, welcome to Bhroman Braapsody. This is where we review cars and motorcycles. I'm the host for your cars and the Meanie does the motorcycles. Today we have a 2021 BMW M3. And in today's episode we're going to talk about the car, see some of its cool features. I'm going to take it out on the road, share my thoughts with you guys, talk about the cost of ownership and assign it a Bhromance score. But before we do all of that, if you're new to Bhroman, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. We put out content every week and your support would mean a lot. It's me, it's your boy Bro, and I am your Bro Man. So BMW came out with the M3 way back in 1986 because they had to sell 5,000 units of it to have it considered production and have it compete in some grand tours and other races. But when they came out with the first M3 in 1986, that sold like hotcakes, and they have brought out M versions of the 3 Series ever since. They've been making this for 35 years now. It has gone through some updates over the years, and this in the 2021 variant puts out 473 horses and about 410 foot-pound of torque. That's a lot of power. Well, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the car, shall we? Well, starting off from the front of the car, it has that new redesigned grille that looks different and it looks quite aggressive. I like it. It has that M3 badge there, the BMW logo, LED headlamps, and all of those diffusers and those vents are all functional. And check out the hood and the design. It's all so aerodynamic. The whole car looks so aerodynamic. As for the wheels, it has these beautiful 19-inch wheels. They are the machine cut wheels. They have the M logo, the BMW logo, and the M logo with the red brake calipers. And check out the size of the brakes, man. Those are some huge brakes. Well, with all the power that it produces, it needs serious stopping power too, right? Moving on to the side, you have an M logo. It also has that little side spoiler down below. Looks neat, looks expensive. And check this out. This is not the regular 3 Series. So even the side mirrors, they have this cutout helping letting the air flow through. The rear fenders are a little flared. It gives it the more aggressive look, in my opinion. The wheels are beautiful. The machine cut contrast wheels, the BMW and the M logo, the red brake calipers, and they have staggered wheels, 285 tires. So they have staggered tires, 285s in the back, 275s in the front. The rear wheel is a 20-inch, the front one is a 19. That's the key fob for the car. You have buttons for unlock, lock, trunk release, and panic. I love the shape of the keys too. Now if you press the trunk release button, it's a power release trunk, so it opens up. And inside the trunk, it's a pretty big and decently spacious trunk. You can put a decent amount of stuff in here. You have 2 pockets on each side, and then those are your seat release. You can fold the seats by pulling the 2 levers on each side. That folds the seats down. This closes the trunk. You don't see that on many sedans. You just see that on SUVs. That's cool. Press that and the trunk goes down. Boom. At the back you have the M3 logo, a bunch of diffusers here, and the quad exhaust. There you have 2 here and 2 on the other side. We are in the back second row passenger seats. The door has this beautiful soft touch material to it with the white stitching, and you have speakers on the door. Pretty cool. A little insert here. I like it. And check these seats out. They look so nice and comfy. I'm sitting in them, but they're not bad. They're not bad at all. On the top you have your reading lights. On the side you have your oh shit handle and your coat hanger. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. On the side of the doors you have a little space to put a bottle of water or something, a little more cubby hole for storage stuff, and a place to put your phone or smaller stuff on here. In the middle, in the center here, you have the air vents. You can adjust your temperature, airflow, all of that, and a couple of Type-C USB power outlets. And if you pull down the middle seat, that's the pass-through for the trunk. So if you have, I don't know, like skis or something that you want to put in the trunk, you can pull the seat down and put them through. Legroom, I have a good amount of legroom here. Not bad at all. I'm 5'10" and decent amount of legroom. As for my headroom, I have a lot of headroom. Starting off from the passenger side of the front row, you have a door sill that says it's a M3. All of the seats are power adjustable, lumbar support, and moving them back and forth. I love this. I love this material. You have this little red line insert here with the brushed aluminum, carbon fiber, and the soft touch. Very beautifully done. Very beautifully done. And this is your glove compartment. Open this up. Pretty decent sized glove compartment. Alright, let's look at the driver's side door. A lot of soft touch material here. This is beautiful with the white stitching. You have this brushed aluminum insert here, the brushed aluminum lever. You have the unlock and lock button, the memory seats, the side mirror adjustments, and the window controls. And down below you have more storage space and a cup holder. And also the trunk release button. These are your light buttons, your light controls. You can put it at auto and adjust the brightness inside the cab of the car. I love the steering wheel. You have your cruise control options on the left, your phone, menu, voice command, and volume buttons on the right. These two buttons that you see, M1 and M2, you can set up your M profiles for the car. So you can set up two profiles, so one for each. And it's also got a heated steering wheel and the M logo. And look closely at this. This has that BMW red, blue and white stitching going on here. Really cool, really, I love it. A little attention to detail. And the steering wheel also has the carbon fiber insert. Looking at the instrument panel here, this is the newer BMW panel. You have the speedometer on the left, tachometer on the right, fuel gauge on the left, engine temperature on the right, outside temperature down below, what gear you're on. I don't have my seatbelts on, so you have the seatbelt warning light there, your time, and your fuel range. And I don't know if it shows up on the camera or not, but there's a heads-up display as well. And that heads-up display changes when you change it from road to track mode or road to sport mode. Then moving on to the center stack here, this is all touchscreen on top. You have your air vents, hazard lights, the sensors, your safety sensors. You can adjust the temperature. There's a little display here which tells you how much what's the temperature and where the air is flowing. Your climate controls on this line. Moving down, you have your volume and your media buttons and your presets for your radio station. And come down below, there's this beautiful carbon fiber insert panel here. Push it down, that reveals two cup holders, some storage space, a USB outlet here, and a 12-volt power outlet. The cigarette lighter stand, 12-volt power outlet. Now this is one of the last few cars with the true manual. So this is the stick shift. This is stick shift and rear wheel drive. To the left of that, you have a bunch of buttons here. This is for your camera, parking sensors, auto start stop, if you don't want to turn it off. That's your start button. And then you have the setup button here. And the setup button is to set up your M modes and stuff like that. Then you have your M mode. You can select between road and sport. That's your performance exhausts, parking brakes, traction control, and all of the stuff over there can be controlled using your iDrive thingy here. So this is a touchpad. You can move it around. See, as I'm moving it around, it's toggling through the different cameras. There are 4 cameras, so you can select which one you want to see, and it'll change accordingly. That's pretty cool. So once you press home, you have options for media, communication, navigation, car, and apps. So under media, you can select what kind of media you want to play. Do you want FM, AM, Bluetooth, Spotify, all that fun stuff. Go back under comms, it'll tell you if you have a phone connected, you can access all your contacts and all that good stuff. Under nav, it opens up the navigation and you can enter whatever you need to. It also has traffic info and things like that, so that's pretty neat. And this is a touchscreen as well, so you could do that and it'll split the screen with map and whatever else you want to see. Once you go under car, you have these different things. You have the driving information. Now once you go to the M menu, that's where you can set up the M profiles. Like you can configure M1, M2, you configure your heads-up display, instrument panel, and all that fun stuff. You have your vehicle status. It'll tell you the different, if everything is good. Seems like it is. Then you have your settings, and under settings you have your general settings, exterior lighting, drivers, displays, and all of that. Like even with the interior lighting, you can change the color of your ambient lighting, whatever you want to. You can select the brightness and all of that fun stuff. You have your driver profiles, and then you have the owner manual. This is cool, like it's all electronic, so you can do a keyword search, picture search, or quick reference, however you want to. So if you want to do a picture search, let's say, and I don't know, you just want to find out about front lights. So there you go, that's your information about the front lights, the safety information, and the headlight glass. All of that in here, no more going through a big owner's manual. And this car also has a sunroof. It's not a panoramic sunroof, but it's a sunroof. That's a lot of talk about the car, but do you guys know what time it is? It's time for some throttle therapy, so let's go. If you're new to Bhroman, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. Help us stay motivated. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead, put it in M mode and select Sport. Alright, I'd like to remind our viewers, best hand positions are 9 and 3. You have these cutouts, so you can easily do that. This does not have paddle shifters, this has a stick shift. It also has that little shift indicator that comes on, the little flashing light to let you know that, hey, it's time to shift. It's quick, it's fun. This is what the M series of cars are supposed to be like. This is quite fun. Check out the view of the outside and the interior. This is so cool. And you feel like you're sitting in the cockpit of something that's going to be fast, something that's going to be fun. And yes sir. And I don't know if you can see it on the video though. The heads-up display tells you which gear you're on, what the speed limit is, and it also gives you the tachometer. Pretty cool. This M3, this generation of the M3, it weighs in about 3,900 pounds. Puts out 473 horses, 410 foot-pound of torque, but that's enough to get this puppy moving and have a lot of fun with it. Now, can you use this as a daily driver? Oh yeah, absolutely. The suspension is really good. It eats up all these bumps on the road. It's spacious, it's comfortable, and you know, it looks pretty good. So yeah, you can use this as a daily driver. The exhaust note is so beautiful. Can you use this as your family car? Well, this cannot be your first car or your only car if it's a family car, because this does not have a lot of room that you would need for it to be a family car. But this could be a good second car. This has a good amount of seating space in the second row of seats, so you can take your kids and family members from place to place. Would this be a fun car for road trips? Yeah. It's got speakers by Harman Kardon. They sound really good. I tried them on before filming the video. I can't play them for you because, you know, copyright issues with YouTube. But they are very good sounding speakers. The suspension is really good. The seats are very comfortable. It's decently spacious and quite comfortable, so you should be just fine doing road trips in this car as well. But those are not things that this car is meant for. To really enjoy this car, you would have to take it to the track and, you know, let it loose, let it out of its cage, release the Kraken. And yeah, so if you really want to enjoy this car, take it to the track. I'm not saying you can't enjoy it on the roads. You are gonna enjoy it on the roads. Like every time you downshift and give it some gas, oh, that sound is so sweet. I'll show you. I'm gonna give him some space. Downshift. I love that sound. No, that's what I'm telling you. Like, you could get a stupid grin on your face anytime you downshift, and it's a lot of fun driving it on the roads, on the regular roads as well. But to really get unleash the full potential of this car, you would have to take it to a racetrack where we can do a lot of silly things with it. So I'm gonna keep driving this car while I have it. Why don't y'all head back to the Mini and wrap up this video. So let's talk about the warranty. You get a 4-year 50,000 bumper to bumper and a 4-year 50,000 powertrain. And on top of that, you get 3 years 36,000 complimentary warranty. So all of your regular maintenance, oil changes, things like that is covered for the first 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first. So for your cost of ownership, you probably just need a set of tires, because these tires should last you about 30,000 miles, but depending upon how you drive, it might not last you that long. So over a 2-year period, you would need 3 services, because the services come at a 10,000 mile interval. The services are covered. And you need you would need a set of new tires. A set of new tires is about $1,800 for all 4. They're staggered tires, so your total cost is going to be $1,800 divided by the number of days. It's about $2.50 a day. Let's assign it a score, shall we? On the looks, it's an 8.5 out of 10. On the Braap, it's a 9 out of 10. On the maintenance, it's a 7 out of 10. And on the usability, it's a 7.5 out of 10 for a combined Bhromance score of 8 out of 10. Now the BMW M3, yeah, it's a car that wants to go fast. Yeah, you can use it as a family car. It is a sedan. It's a performance sedan. The M3 is what started this whole performance sedan category and these performance sedan cars. So it is special. It is fast. It's quite fun. Is this the car for you? Well, head down to your closest BMW dealership and take it out for a spin. As long as you're willing to shell out about 80 grand, sure. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.